Howdy YouTube, I'm Max Selector. It is 6:45 a.m. in wonderful Belle Glade, Florida, and this will be our first episode of How to Be a Sugarcane Farmer. Alright, so it's been raining basically non-stop for the past couple days, so it's a little too wet to get out in the fields. I don't know what we'll be getting up to today. I guess we'll be doing a little bit of spraying. In the meantime though, check out this pretty sunrise. So it's a little too wet to get out in the fields with a tractor of any kind, so today we are putting out rat bait. Alright, so got my man Willie right here filling up this PVC tube full of rat bait. So we're going to show you kind of how we place them and tell you why. The idea is that you want to put it right at the edge of the cane field, but also close enough to water, because that rat is going to go in there, eat up all that bait, and what activates it is him going down and drinking the water. If he just eats it, it'll be no good. He's got to eat it and then go down to the canal and drink some water. Now, we're putting out rat bait, as you can see, gloves, and then I got my bait in there. For anyone that's curious, it's just hog call with a bait chunks. Okay, so one thing you really want to be careful of when you're checking your rat bait and you're kind of setting new baits out is this. Always kick it before you pick it up. I know it's a little extra step, but it will save your butt, because when those things get to crawling on you, when they start biting, they hurt. All right, right around lunchtime. I just got back from lunch. I don't think Willie's quite back yet. Yeah, he ain't back. But here you're coming up on our barn. Here's a little implement graveyard. A lot of rust in there, a lot of rust. But here's our luxurious spray rig at the moment. It's a good old 855 diesel Gator. It does the job pretty well. It actually does the job really well. It fits pretty much right between the canal and the rows. Let me just leave this Gator up here. There's the 7R we've been beating up. It's a little too big for that cutter, but oh well. We've got a 6130 in the shop right now that should be ready next week, and that'll be our new mower tractor. This 7R is really just good for pulling discs and the cultivator and stuff. The 6130 is way better for pulling this mower and pulling these little scratch implements across the cane. I don't see no rain, do y'all? Lunch done. I'm gonna do a little more spraying, place a little more rat bait. Yay. Now, we get a lot of people that are like, oh my gosh, it must be so great to be able to farm with all the latest and greatest, technology, implements, tractors and all that. Well, I'll tell you what, do these implements look brand new to you? A little bit of rust. Shoot, even that mower's a few years, maybe 6 or 7 years old or so. Does that water tank look new? Man, shoot, we even got used tractors. Granddad's Gator dropped off from the shop. Here's all his real mowers and stuff. Dude went and got his finger stuck in one of them things recently, tore his hand all up, and honestly, I think he was more mad that he can't play golf than like actually hurt. They don't make tough old men like that no more. The only bad thing about riding around on Gators and stuff is when you gotta put the Gator back where it goes. You gotta walk back to your truck. It's not so fun. It is hot out. It is South Florida. It's a nice little breeze, but it's freaking hot, man. And kind of a hike. The truck's way at the end of that field over there, past the barn. I don't know, maybe 1/4 mile. Stuff, walking's good for you, right? I'm still waiting for Willie to get back from lunch. I don't know. Farm outfit of the day. You got your Farm Florida hat. You got whatever pearl snap shirt you want to throw on. Your belt. I don't know. Some Wranglers. And I don't know. Good old trusty boots. These things, honestly, this is about to sound like an Harriet advertisement. Harriet, y'all did a fantastic job with these boots, man. These things are 8 years old now. When I told my boss, I was like, hey, I'm gonna be working on the farm a little bit. My boss is also my cousin, but anyways, I'll be working on the farm a little bit, so I won't be able to film full time. And he's like, what do you mean? You're gonna be able to film full time? I was like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, boss? He's like, well, when you're out there, just film everything you do and make it funny. And I was like, well, I ain't really funny, but I could try. And yeah, that's how this series was born. Oh look, Willie's back. All right, so it's pouring rain right now. Here's me and Willie's morning routine, I guess. So come in here, got my cooler. Willie's got a cooler in his truck right here, but we kind of just pull up to the dealership every morning right around, I don't know, 6:30 a.m. or so, and fill our coolers full of ice. Ooh, check that out, ain't that cool? CH570 all tore down for repair. All right, yeah, it's gonna be pouring rain all day today. Still probably too wet to get the tractors out in the field and do some real fun stuff, but hey, I might have a walk around of our 6130 up today. Who knows? I'm gonna have to see if they're done with it. All right, so yeah, it's pouring rain. Our 6130M is done, so I mean, here's Willie. We're actually still on the dealership property right now, but we're gonna drop our trucks off at the barn, and he's gonna take me back up to the dealership to pick up our 6130. I'll show y'all what it looks like. All right, so here we've got our new-ish 6130M. We're gonna go hook up to the to our 15-foot shredder and get to mowing. It's a little too wet for us to get out in the fields, so yeah, mowing it is. All right, well, I take back what I said. We're gonna take our lovely 6130M here, and we gotta hook it up with this generator. And it was awful nice of them to see this little dinky pinhole. Yeah, that ain't gonna fit, so I guess we're gonna pull this hitch off. I got yelled at for trying to hook it up to the mower. They said, no easy job today. We're working. All right, I ain't scared. We got the top bit off. We got it good enough that we could fit this clevis onto here. Now we're just finding a pin that fits in there. This bolt is bent inside of here, and I ain't gonna tell Willie this, but I'm gonna be taking a torch to it later. I ain't doing it the old-fashioned way. I got an acetylene torch, and I'm gonna go cut that thing clean out. All right, y'all, PTO generator hooked up. There you go, right there. Oof, there's our pretty 7R. Willie was taking the S times out in the field. That's why it's all hooked up and muddy. All right, anyways, yeah, PTO hooked up. We've got our super duper low hour 6130 here. It's only got 2,400 hours on it. It's just super light. It's hurricane prep for the farm. We've got Hurricane Ian coming up. I guess it'll be here in 2 days or so. Today's Tuesday. It's supposed to make landfall Thursday. So we're just hanging out, clearing things up before the storm. It kind of caught us. With our pants down, but that's all right. We'll be fine. So now that I'm nice and, you know, soaking wet, that hat was light gray before all this. Now that I'm nice and soaking wet, some fuel in this tractor in the rain, Willie's kind enough to go and tell me, yeah, we're gonna take that generator off and use the big generator and the 7R instead. So that was cool. That was really cool. 7R is full of fuel, by the way, so no sitting out in the rain. I'm gonna go nice and slow. I need to dry off. This is not a whole lot of fun. Y'all saw the S-Tine cultivator on the 7R 210 that we got out there? And here's what it's used for. I'm coming up on a block that we call the lakefront block, because you'll see the dikes in the background. It's right next to it, right butted up to the lake. Here's the field. We need to pull this S-Tine through it bad. Look at all them weeds growing up in the rows. Right here is real bad. All this stuff right here, we gotta get that out. We gotta get that out. Yeah, that's definitely gonna be my job once this hurricane's past that. That ain't so fun. All right, no biggie. Oh, look. See that guy on the gator over there? That's my big boss. That would be good old Uncle Ken. He's our farming genius. Yeah, so we're waiting for the storm to get over. We're gonna pull that S-Tine through here, probably with the 7R. It's too wet to get out there right now. We tried it, me and Willie tried it earlier on the other side of this field, and well, we may have tore up part of the field, but we ain't gonna tell Granddad or Ken that, so hopefully he don't drive around there and see it. All right, well, there you have it, folks. You got the 6130M right here, and your 50 horse PTO generator. That's fuel. Don't look at that. I know it's ugly. That's about it for as far as what we can do for hurricanes. We done boarded up the barn, maintained some water levels, moved some water around. Hope for the best. We need this thing to blow over fast. We got a few fields that we really need to get into with tractors and stuff. We got a couple that we got some bad grass growing up in. But yeah, that'll be it for this short episode. Stick around. Maybe we'll have a little more fun next time. We'll get the tractors out there and do some cool stuff and not just some preventative maintenance.